Gold currency incoming, let's go!
But I do have an amazing piece of news, something that's completely blown me away. I was wondering whether I should even say anything about it today. Joe said, you have to. Di was like, come on, you have not even told me yet, Jason. But what is it you're looking for? And what are we all looking for? Wouldn't it be amazing if we had an official authorized currency that was stable and independent? If we had that choice, that's what we really want to have. The amazing thing about this country is that you're not United Provinces of America. You are the United States of America. And your founders must have been inspired by something much higher than earthly forces, because what they put in place was quite incredible. And you've got something hidden in your Constitution in plain sight, something which is really important for sound money. And I didn't know anything about it until August of last year, when I found out that Glint had been mentioned in the proceedings inside the Texas Senate, where they were discussing transactional gold legal tender. And they said, if we pass this legislation, we are going to need a platform like Glint. So I immediately got in touch with the guys and found, what's this all about? And they said, well, the US dollar is the currency of the United States, and only the federal government can declare something a currency. But in Article 1, Section 10, Clause 1 of the Constitution, it reinforces that by saying that no state can make a currency except gold and silver. Your Constitution says that the states, individual states in this country, can make gold and silver legal tender. Now, some of them have passed laws in the past. In 2011, Utah did it, but they really weren't suitable for electronic transactional gold. And what Texas was doing was make the first mover in trying to get transactional gold legal tender bills in place. They've already passed the legislation around having a gold depository. They've built it. They should have passed their legislation around the transactional gold element last year, but they got themselves into a problem when they tried to impeach their treasurer, and all legislation was kind of put on hold. But it is going to happen next year in Q1. And I was really excited about this. And I said, well, how can I help? And they said, well, you can help because you can show legislators how easy it is to work. By Christmas, there were 25 states, 25 US states considering working on drafting, even passing laws to do with transactional gold legal tender. This is groundbreaking. This is going to send shockwaves around the world. Now, it's not done. It still needs to get done. But this, I've been touring the country, speaking to legislators, state treasurers. This is a real movement. It's a grassroots movement. Now it's being backed by certain institutions and corporates as well. And I'm privileged to be at the center of this. It is monumental what this means. You might say, well, if Glint already exists, why does the state need to get behind it? Because number one, it needs to protect your rights to be able to use gold and silver as money. And secondly, if it's a currency, if gold and silver is a currency, the IRS cannot tax it. Capital gains tax will have to fall away. Can you imagine what happens when that happens? Is that what you want?
We believe that everybody should have an equal opportunity to prosper. Given your hard-earned work, you should have a level playing field. We achieve this by enabling gold as everyday money with the Glint app and MasterCard. Now you can buy gold, you can save it, you can spend it, of course, now with the Glint card for the first time anywhere in the world where MasterCard's accepted. You can also send gold outside of the banking system, peer-to-peer, with anybody else who's got a Glint account. So download the Glint app today and get yourself on your own personal gold standard. Start using gold as money with the Glint MasterCard.
Shout out to Jason Cousin, who is the founder of Glint Pay. And I was over at XRP Vegas 2024, and I will tell you that was some bomb information that he was dropping, because not many people understand our Constitution, let alone understand what's in our Constitution. If you know Article 1, Section 10, it says in our Constitution that gold and silver is legal tender. As legal tender, we should not have to be paying taxes on gold and silver because it is real money. But unfortunately, there are still states that tax you for buying and selling gold and silver. But as times are changing, the states are going to end up changing their laws one by one, and we're going to be going back to a gold-backed currency. This is why it's so important to know what you hold. Let's go.